Hello darlings, I am in the car with Frank on our way back home from Comiccon Montreal 2019 where I met Elijah Wood. And when I say meet, that's like a whole 30 seconds of a photo ops, but it's like the first time I've ever been in his presence. He's like my favorite actor, not like he is my favorite actor. So I was in the presence of the Frodo Baggins as an elf, Elfier's green hair, and when I arrived, we arrived, Frank stood to the side with, you know, with all my bags and everything. And so I was like, hi, you're my favorite actor and I'm in your presence. And he was like, yeah. I hope I didn't freak him out too much. And so we stood, we had the photo op, and then I was like, thank you so much. So I was like, whoa, like, I hope I didn't freak him out. I was like super enthusiastic. But he was speaking after at the main stage, and he mentioned that he hasn't seen anything too weird of fans and he's not too freaked out by fans. So that's always a good thing.
It's weird because you see so much, the spectrum is so wide, and I'm loving and accepting of all of it, so nothing stands out in a way that's like, that was crazy. You know what I mean? It's like, I guess that means that I'm fortunate enough to have been interacting with people as fans for long enough to kind of see a spectrum and not really think anything's weird. Right? So I feel fortunate for having.
That means I didn't freak him out because one would hope, despite the fact that he sees, what, thousands, millions of fans, that he maybe would be like, at the end of the day, yeah, Elfier's green hair was cool. Elfier's green hair was really enthusiastic. I was like, thank you so much, like, thank you. So, and he was like he reciprocated my energy, like he imbued the energy that I was passing on to him, like the enthusiasm. So hopefully he was like, yeah, okay, that person was really enthusiastic, nice person. I think that's the best I can hope, because he's probably not gonna remember, but maybe if he falls on my face at some point in his life again, like, ah, Elfier's green hair, because I do wear Elfier's quite often. But anyway, that was pretty awesome. I've never done a photo ops before, and there was a huge lineup, but it was pretty cool. Like, we could talk with a bunch of other people, and there was the lineup, and so we were chit-chatting. We had to get our things ready for the procedure, but it goes by really quickly, but you have time to say hi, you know, and just like a few quick things. You stand for the photo op, like you shake his hand and, you know, a little hug and stuff. So it's not like, you know, no one's allowed to say anything. It was a lot of fun. And then we went to the main stage to hear him speak, and that was a lot of fun. I got a few pictures and I got a couple of clips, so I'm gonna insert that here and there.
Yeah, I love Poutine's the best.
But yeah, I'm really stoked that I got to meet Elijah Wood. I've been a fan since I was 10 years old, since I saw Forever Young. I used to walk around, you know, when I was like early teen years, I used to walk around saying that I was gonna marry the guy. So this man right here is the lucky guy, because he's the one I married instead. But it's totally not because I never met him before. And I'm like, no, like I really met the love of my life here with Frank. So it's like, way to make a husband feel special, Binky. So anyway, let me know in the comments below if you've ever done a photo ops, if you've ever met actors, and have you freaked out? Have you, you know, felt like you made a fool of yourself, or were you like really like chill, you know? Because I was like whoa, like I was like, the energy was there, but the energy is starting to crash. So I'm gonna go take an elven nap. I'm gonna go into Uthanera or something like that. Anyway, if you're here because of the topic of this video and it's your first time on this channel, well, this is a Dragon Age channel. I'm an elf from Dragon Age. So if you like Dragon Age, the video game franchise, check out all the other stuff. And as per usual, like this video if you like it, subscribe to be Rosie approved. And with the sun in my face, the light of the Maker shining upon me, I'll see you all soon. Masaranas.
I think the funniest thing is like people asking me to sign their body and then they get that tattooed. That is like, fuck man, that's a commitment. And also like the pressure on me at that point, because if I write my signature in a way that's not good, like it's forever, that's always a funny one. That's my favorite. Look, I love them. I love them all, and I love them all for different reasons. Return of the King is really satisfying from a character ending standpoint. It's very emotional, it's super heavy. The Two Towers is a great kind of war movie. The first film, The Fellowship, is just, I don't know, it feels so complete. It's so concise, and you follow kind of one group of people consistently throughout, and then they fracture off, and the stories take the sort of branches that they take. But I don't know, the beauty and the safety of Hobbiton and the Shire in the beginning of the film, as they're sort of then starting their journey with the ring, getting to know the Fellowship. There's something that's just very complete and concise and emotional and beautiful about that particular film. But I just always kind of go back to that one, I think. I don't know if that's for me to answer. I'm too close to it to answer that question. I don't even know that I would call it a decade-defining movie. Look, I'll say this. I think what we achieved, and by we I mean everyone working on the films, which is over 2,000 people, was unprecedented for its time. It was also one of the last big epics of its kind to be shot on film. So much of what you see in that movie is practically there, and the scope and scale of it was beyond anything that had been shot up until that stage. So just from a sheer sort of accomplishment level, and the fact that it hasn't really aged, like it holds up really well, I think is kind of extraordinary. And credit is given to Tolkien for the stories that are universal. Everybody can relate to. These are characters that everyone can find a bit of themselves in all of them, and I think that those stories are the enduring stories. There's a reason why people continue to discover that book and go back to it time and time again, because they're so rich, and there's so much to be drawn from them. So I think I can speak to all of that, and I think in that way it will always be a classic. But in terms of what it became, it sort of is way beyond our expectations, and it sort of became its own thing in pop culture that we couldn't have anticipated.
If you're new here and you like my content, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon for notifications. Like it if you like it, for the like it if you like it dance. You can also follow my website, binkyproductions.com, where I post everything from all my channels. Exclusive! If you want to support me, consider buying my book, Stardust Destinies 1, Variant Facing, Magic, Dragons, Fantasy, all relevant links below. Thank you so much for your time. Your continued viewership is very much appreciated. Masaranas.